Alright, let's see. Let's make sure YouTube's getting this. Before we go further, I'll switch the game just for a second so that the capture gets what the game is doing. And then back here to the web browser, check and see if YouTube's getting it. Just a second. It's loading. Loading. And we have black screen. Okay. There's a heister in the corner, so that's good. That means something is being captured. Just want to see the game flash up on the screen there for a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Yep. Everything's kosher. Alright, cool beans. Alrighty, so we are... Oh, hang on one sec. Gotta minimize stream programs so I don't see two versions of the game. So, I got a little bit... I got into some Payday 2. I saw that they'd updated the game again with some stuff, and I wanted to check it out, as I usually do when there's an update for Payday. I noticed that they put in rewards for achievements, and they also included a new weapon. The new weapon is a secondary weapon. It is this grenade launcher here. Just kind of generic grenade launching thing. That's the new weapon. And they added some new masks. They have achievement reward masks, which I'll go ahead and... No, I guess I don't have... Okay, let me just... Okay, let me just buy a slot here. So the new masks are in the infamous section. They are down here at the bottom. Let's see, this... What the fuck is this? Duke. Huh, I'm confused. I don't know who Duke is. I find it strange that Duke is like the same. This is a regular Duke mask, and then this is Duke Begins. Is that a new character? Am I missing something here? They must have updated it even more than I thought they did. Anyway, these are your achievement reward masks. This one, I think this is one of my favorite ones of the new ones. I got this one unlocked. I got this one unlocked. I have this one. Oh wait, no, I actually don't have this one. I do not have this one unlocked. I have this one unlocked. This one I actually have in my collection because I really like this one. It's creepy and glowy and cool, and I like it, so I got this one. These two I didn't really care too much for, so I didn't get them, but they're there if I want them. But yeah, so that's new masks and weapon. I think they've done a bit of balancing changes on things. Certain difficulties and sniper. There's actually a new... I thought there was a new skill tree or something. A new something about skills. Something to do with snipers. But I don't remember where. It might have been in a skill perk deck? I remember it had something to do with snipers, but I don't remember where exactly that is. I'd have to look it up, I think, but actually let me just check this. Maybe it's in here somewhere. No. That's not it. Birdware? No. Yeah, I don't know where the hell that is. I really don't know where they included that. It seems like I know it was a skill of some kind. It was skills involving snipers where you could wait a minute. Maybe it's that sounds like technician. No? It has to do with sniper rifles. The one was like if you hit a target, instead of it doing 20% of the damage, it does 100%. And then there's another thing where if you hit them, it does a certain amount of splash damage, kind of. I don't see it. But I swear it's... Maybe it's not in the game yet, but they were working on it. Maybe, I think it's in beta. Maybe that's what it is. It's in beta. And they're going to actually put it in the game in the next update or something. But, yeah, so there is a thing in the CrimeNet page here called Storyline, which I put story mode in my tweet, so I kind of... I misspelled it. Or put the wrong word, but yeah, it's story mode here. So you basically are doing heists in some kind of an order. Like, this is, if you were playing a campaign, a single-player campaign, it would play out in this order. Technically, I do heists, you just do heist randomly, but, like, this is, like, them in order. The unfortunate thing about this is that they're all on normal difficulty, so they're gonna be, like, super crazy easy. But I figure we would just go ahead and do them. I need to turn down my game volume a little bit. Basically, I just had a Payday 2 itch that I needed scratched, and so I decided, you know what? Why not? Let's do storyline. Technically, I should be working on overkill missions on overkill difficulty that I have not finished yet on that difficulty. But I figured I'd take a little break from that and do storyline. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because there are some things that are acquired only by completing certain challenges. Some pistol said it was only unlocked by completing something to do with Aldstone, the butler guy. And I saw the storyline mode, and I'm like, maybe I get something if I complete storyline. I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, is I'm hoping to unlock some goodies. Oh cool, I took him hostage. Kinda need him over here though, so he's out of the way. This mission is really, really difficult in that it's very easy to fuck everything up and completely ruin the attempt. There's quite a few missions like this in Payday 2, but this one is particularly annoying based on the amount of required loot. Like, on a higher difficulty, which I don't know, I want to say on this difficulty, which is the easiest one, you only have to get the 3 turret pieces out. I don't know if they've changed that or not, but on the higher difficulty levels, you need the turret pieces and some of the ammo boxes. And I'm pretty sure on overkill difficulty, you need, like, how many cases was it? Like 20? And hi Saberwolf, how are you? How did I get 3 bots? Well, that's easy. There's a checkbox when you start the mission that says use team AI. When I start the next mission, I'll show you that checkbox. Usually it's set to have teammates by default, But if you want to play it solo without AI, you can actually uncheck that box and do it by yourself. To me, that's kind of a death wish because, you know, you don't have any teammates to back you up. You're just kind of doing it solo, which can make the mission a crap load harder. Especially now that they can carry bags and stuff. So I always play with the AI. Occasionally the AI lets me down in that they can't carry the bag, like they drop it or they just suck. And they go down sometimes. Oh, how did I get 3 bots? Okay. That was an update, actually. I don't know what level of update your game is at, but yeah, they updated it a while ago that you can have another bot, because yeah, it used to only be 2. But then once they did the bot update, where they fixed the AI to be a little bit more helpful, they gave people like me, solo players, another AI companion. You can actually even set which characters you want them to be. I have them set to Dallas, Chains, Houston, but you can pick any character you want. And you can even give them you can tell them what mask to wear, you can tell them what guns to use. It's pretty awesome, actually. I'll show you that when we get done here. But, yeah, the 3 bots is an update, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think I'm running a beta version of any kind. Pretty sure that's just default now. Okay, we need this man's key card if he has one. Which he probably will, because he has an orange hat. Orange hat dudes usually always have key cards. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid I was going to have to restart. Okay, I just need him to come over here. Come on, you stupid jerk. Come here. There you go. Okay, so now I just gotta get him to stand up. And blammo. He's through the hole. Yeah, the AI... they used to not be able to carry bags at all, so you just had to carry them all by yourself, and that kind of sucked. I'm pretty happy that they added the ability for the AI to carry bags. The only problem is you have to actually give the bag to them. It's kind of annoying when you throw the bag at the AI and then it just goes through them like they're, you know, a ghost. I wish that you could like point at the bag and do the interaction button, which is the yell button, and then one of the AIs would run over and pick the bag up. That would be more helpful to me. Because then I could just like see a bag over there and like yell at it and then they would go get it. I know that the reason they don't do that is because it would break stealth and, you know, it would be buggy. But like, I would only use it when I'm not in stealth. I realize that you can probably still accidentally push the interaction button while looking at a loot bag and then that would trigger it and fuck it up. But again, I feel like allowing me to tell them to get a bag would be helpful. Or at least they could improve the AI's ability to catch the bag. When I throw it through them, like I throw a bag and it goes through their legs, that should count as a grab, and they should just like have it. So, yeah, the catching and carrying of loot bags by AI could use improvement.
Don't make a sound.
My fault. My fault. Just a minor thing with the lenses.
That, and speaking of stealth, it would be really, really nice if you could tell them to sneakily carry a bag in a way that obviously a human being can't do. It would be kind of cheap and potentially cheating, but it would make my life so much easier. On Shadow Raid, I always get the tugboat zipline, because otherwise you have to carry every single loot bag all the way back to the van, which my general points of entry for the warehouse in Shadow Raid is the back, and so if I have to carry a bag from the back to the front, going around the side every single time for every single bag, that would add hours to my run, and I that would suck really bad. So having the ability to call in an AI, be like, hey, pick this shit up and carry it, that would be, again, very helpful. Yeah, it seems like you have to throw it specifically at their backs for them to grab the bag. But, like, again, I feel like you should just be able to throw it at their general body. And as long as you're throwing it into them, they should pick it up. The idea that I have to hit them squarely in the back, especially when they're running around, sometimes facing away from me or towards me, makes it kind of hard to do that. But I shouldn't be too picky about it, because the fact that they can carry a bag at all is kind of much better than what we had before. Okay, so I've got a key card, so I can open up one of these train cars, and unfortunately I picked wrong. But because this is the back of a loot area, I know that this next door is going to be a door that I need. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, this is ammo. I'm going to go ahead and open it, because I probably still need the ammo. I'm going to go ahead and park myself right here and not move, because I don't want to get spotted. There's that question again. It's my favorite one. I am on PC. At some point I will be able to do capture with other things than PC, like console, but for right now it's just PC. I am aiming to get a capture card at some point this year, and the very first game I'm going to stream with my capture card is going to be Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, because it is one of my most favorite games, and one that I feel is extremely underrated. That game was very much hated and shit upon by people who really liked Banjo-Kazooie, but then hated Nuts and Bolts, because it wasn't Banjo-Kazooie. Which to me is very unfair. They went in with the preconceived notion that it was going to be a Banjo-Kazooie game, and then they were like, oh, this isn't Banjo-Kazooie, this sucks. And they just stopped playing it because it didn't meet their criteria of being exactly the same as the game they played before. Wow, that was lucky. I even have a bag on me, he still didn't notice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here, because anywhere outside of this fence up there that I place this bag, it can be seen. Which is why I have all the bodies out here or in this trash can. Because if I put them in this little cubby hole here, they do eventually get spotted by somebody. There's a guard that stands right here and looks this way, and then he sees all the stuff that's over there. So I have to make sure I keep stuff out of this whole area, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, so I've got access to this ammo, but I need the actual turret itself. Okay, I'm gonna take a wild stab and try this train car here. Holy shit, I got lucky. Nice. Okay, what do we got in here? Yes!
That's what we're looking for.
That's the turret. Okay, again, I'm gonna sit right here and not move. But yeah, I've been wanting to get a capture card for a while, but I just haven't had money to do so. Spent money on other things and just kind of didn't make the capture card a priority. But sometime this year in 2018, I am going to get a capture card.
Another security buffer.
Other than just Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts, I kind of really wanted to stream stuff that was on my Switch, because I'm kind of jelly of all the people playing Breath of the Wild and streaming it, or at least they did when it came out, and I kind of wanted to do that myself, but I didn't have a capture card, so I couldn't do it. And just in general, there's so many good games that are not on PC that I wanted to stream, like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, for example. This game you will not see on any other platform other than the 360, at least not that I know of, unless it's emulated, of course. Which, as far as I know, I don't think they have emulation for 360 yet. Maybe they do, and I just don't know about it, but I doubt it would work very well on my machine. You're on Xbox One. Cool. Are you actually watching this on Xbox One, or is this on your laptop or something? Because if you're watching this on Xbox One via a YouTube app, that's pretty awesome. I didn't know that they could do that, I guess. I mean, I know that the PlayStation 3, you could browse to the internet and then type in YouTube and watch it that way, but I never got a YouTube-specific app, so it wasn't very easy. I do actually watch a lot of YouTube. I watch Achievement Hunter and Vine Sauce are my two favorites. Ah, watching on iPad. Cool. I forget what you do, but there's a cool Easter egg for YouTube where I don't know if it's you type the word awesome in the search bar or something, but there's an Easter egg that makes the progress bar at the bottom of your video go nuts and flash rainbow colors. I don't remember how that works exactly, but I do remember it's a cool trick that they put in, that they left. A nice little Easter egg. I think it's awesome. I think you type the word awesome in, then hit enter. And I'm pretty sure that does not go away until you exit YouTube and come back. Or shut down the computer or tablet. I don't remember exactly. I don't know how exactly that works, but I remember I went to another page and came back, and I think since it was still in my history, the cookie was still on my computer, it still did the awesome thing. So if you have it active and you want to turn it off, I think you just do the same thing. You type awesome again, and I think it makes it go away. That way it doesn't annoy you forever. Because, yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool. Can I turn this off now?
I'm here. Double time it.
Okay. So now I just gotta get the turret pieces to the pickup truck. Which, I did this yesterday. I failed. I was trying to get the turret pieces down to the boat that shows up down there. And as I was coming back up, somebody on the top of the stairs saw me and fucked me over. So I had to I I was at that point where I was about to go to bed, so I was like, alright, fine, I'll stop here.
Let's run. Things are looking very good for now.
Since it's on normal difficulty, there's, I think, less people, less guards have spawned. And there's, I think the security on those, when you put down the hard drive to hack open the door, it takes less time on this difficulty, which is the lowest one. This, and again, as I said before, the amount of loot required to finish this is lower as well. I don't recall what the amount needed to complete normal is. I think it's just the 3 turret pieces, and that's it. Shit.
On the ground. That hostage will definitely make them have
But
to
it might be turret pieces and ammo bags. On Overkill, I'm pretty sure it's 3 turret pieces and 20 ammo bags. 20. That's 20 loot bags. That's like worse than Framing Frame, where you have to get 8 bags of gold down, or 8 bags of coke down to the thing, and then 8 pieces of, well, I guess not necessarily 8 pieces of gold, but all 8 bags of coke down into the vault, and then you have to get the gold from the vault out to the roof. So you have to go down into the house and out of it like 16 or so times, with up to 3 guards roving around that could pop out anywhere. Very, very tense. Technically, this one is tense as well because of all the walkers. There's a lot of walkers. I feel like this mission would be better if it had some walkers and some static guards, or you know, static people that are just not moving.
Down! Down! Stay put! Follow me!
It doesn't really matter to me too much, because this one at least gives you a lot of places to hide and a lot of alternate paths to the various parts of the map. So it's really forgiving in that sense. Some missions are a little bit more annoying in that they only have one specific path that you can really take, and you kind of have to like wait for the path to be totally and completely clear before moving. I guess you could say having to go down this bridge is kind of linear and doesn't have as many paths. Because, I mean, I can't really come out of the train car and go anything other than this way. But you can hide behind these little triangle struts here, and you can kind of hide behind pieces of wood and stuff like that. You got options. What level? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like what heist, or like what difficulty level?
That's 3. That's the turret.
Because I'm on train heist, transport mission, which is I think a DLC pack mission,
I'm coming back, sir.
and then the difficulty level is normal, so it's easiest, lowest level. Which is the only level, like, I'm playing the storyline part of this, so it's throwing the heists out in a specific order, but they all seem to be on normal difficulty. I'm not really sure why. Thinking maybe if you complete storyline on normal, it goes back through it again. Oh, yeah, so you have to get ammo now, too. I think it goes back through again on the higher difficulties, maybe? I'm not really sure how that works. Reputation? So like my, like, skill level? I am level, I definitely level 100 because I'm ready to infamy again. I have infamy twice, so I am at level 300. Is that what that is? Because I have infamy twice, and I'm at level 100, so I think that's 300. Yeah, that I like GTA. I have wasted many hours of my life playing this game. But all worth it. All fun. Love this game. It's one of my favorite stealth games. This is the hardest stealth game I have ever played. And I have played pretty much all of them. Because, like, a lot of stealth games, by nature, let you do things freeform. They kind of give you an objective and tell you to kind of figure out how to get there yourself. But, like, this is one of those few games, other than, like, a game where you're trying to avoid a spotlight, like in Zelda. This is one of the few stealth games where you really don't have a whole lot of choices as far as what you do. It's linear, but it does give you some choices. Like, it's not totally linear. It's just that certain parts of, like, hey, you have to go through here to get to here to do this. That's kind of linear in a way. I think I have I have an ammo bag out here. So it's kind of linear in a way. It's kind of not linear in a way. But, like, it's not as open as you being in a giant map and told to go to a location however you please, with a bunch of different superpowers or stealth tools. Like, Metal Gear kind of is like, here's some guns and stuff, and, you know, sneaking tools like the cloaking device and stuff like that. Or, like, Dishonored, where it kind of gives you, you know, the warping power, the possession thing, the other powers you get. Kind of just lets you do what you want. This game, I guess it's kind of open-ended, that you get, like, you know, your equipment that you have, like body bags or ECM jammers and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's more methodical and thought out, and, like, each mission is its own very specific set of rules. In a game like Dishonored, it's kind of just like get to story element here, like checkpoint, and then, you know, maybe you have a target you're supposed to kill, but, like, it kind of follows that same pattern of go here, kill this guy, or interrogate / incapacitate him, and then leave. And it just kind of does that over and over and over again in different areas with different settings. But this, you know, you have missions where you go in to get loot. You have missions where you're going in to shoot somebody. You have... It's, like, very story-driven, without there actually being a story. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but this game is very unique. Who'd have thought you could do so much with the concept of being a bank robber? Okay, I think there's more bags in a different train car, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go with what I have. Okay, there we go. Woohoo!
Absolutely outstanding work. There's going to be heads rolling down the corridors of the Pentagon when this train...
Level 81. You're doing good. You probably have access to a lot of good skills then. Depending on whether you like to do the stealth heists or the loud heists, my recommendations change vastly. Let's see. I think something got unlocked. What got unlocked here? Okay, I don't see what it is. Oh, it's a pattern, okay. Yeah, it was the stitches one, that's right. This one. Okay. But yeah, the crew customization is, where is that? Let's see here. Character. It's preferred characters for me. Crew management, here it is. Okay. This is where you can screw with your crew. As you can see, I have... Oh, hey, he's got default. That's odd. I thought I gave him something specific. Let's give him... Didn't I give him the Jocelyn? Oh, no. I gave Dallas the Jocelyn. Okay. So we need to give him... something. What should I give him? Let's give him... No, wait, let's give him this one. Oh, damn it, that's what I have for Houston. Okay, well, let's just do... I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was the sniper rifle. Huh. I don't know what this all does. Interesting. Oh shit, I have so many coins. Crew boosts, oh wow. Oh nice. Dang. Yeah, okay, so I haven't been looking at these, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. I actually have to assign them. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Okay. Give everybody an ability. But yeah, you can pick the character priority, what characters you want them to be. You can pick the masks they wear, the guns they have, their abilities, all that good stuff. And then here is the infamy tree, which once you reach level 100 and you have, I think it's 200,000 in your offshore account, you can do this infamy here, which I've already picked. You have to start here with these glasses in the middle at level 100 the first time. Then once you do that, you can infamy again once you reach level 100 again. And you can go to either any of these four here and then continue out from there. I think I'm trying to get that one and that one. So I have a bit more infamying that I need to do in order to get these. But yep, that's when you reach level 100 and you get 200,000, I think, or is it 2 million? 200 million. Yeah, 200 million, not 200,000. But I'm at 140 million, so I need another 60 million more to infamy a third time. One thing to keep in mind though is when you do that, you delete all of your skills that you have equipped on your skill trees, and you get rid of all of your cash, including the spending cash as well as the offshore. So what you want to do when you do that, before you infamy, you want to make sure to go to inventory and to your guns or your masks and pick, buy a bunch of shit. Zero out your spending cash as best you can. That way you don't lose any. Like, it's not just being burned and then unused. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that long break. I went to grab a drink after I went to the bathroom because I was thirsty. I realized I was quite thirsty, a little parched from the talking and just having not drank anything for a while. So thought I'd grab a one of these. I'm drinking one of these new Mountain Dew Ice things. My dad bought 2 of these somehow over the weekend, and I kind of wanted them out of the fridge, so I'm drinking them so I can get them out of there. It's not too bad, this Mountain Dew Ice. I don't really know what the point of it is. I don't know like why they couldn't just do regular Mountain Dew, but this one is a Mountain Dew Ice with lemon lime. Kind of tastes like Mountain Dew Sprite, which some of you might remember. They had a contest where you were supposed to pick a flavor that you liked better, and one of the flavors was Whiteout, which ended up winning, and that flavor also tastes very much like Sprite. So anywho, I had an epiphany on the potty. I thought about your question about, you know, why do I have 3 AI and you only usually see 2. To answer your question, Mr. Saberwolf, I think the reason that you are seeing 2 AI and I'm seeing 3 is because since I'm playing on PC, the game gets updated like very, very frequently on PC, and it does not get updated as frequently on Xbox One, which you said you were playing. Your platform is. So yeah, that's unfortunately a prioritization issue on the part of Overkill, as well as the fact that they have to submit any changes they make to Microsoft, and I believe they actually have to pay a certain amount of money to push through an update. So it's not that they don't care about console, it's just that console kind of like console kind of requires them to do a bit of extra work in order to get their update pushed out. Whereas PC, they literally just push a button and it goes, and they don't have to pay. I don't think they have to pay to do PC. I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong, but I believe a PC update is free, whereas a console update is not free. I know that a console update for at least Microsoft's platform, the Xbox, is not free, because I remember reading a developer was getting kind of tired about people being like, hey, why do you keep ignoring the consoles? And it's like, we're not ignoring the consoles, we just can't push out updates as easily because of the fact that we have to pay for them. So, for a small developer, that can be kind of hard to justify. You know, you're not getting as much money being a small developer for a smaller game. So, they don't exactly always have a budget for updates. And I mean, that's kind of the way things were back in the day. They really didn't push out updates. They kind of just put out a game and, you know, you played it as is. If there were bugs, you know, unless they were really game breaking, developers didn't really do anything about it. So part of it is the fact that it's just kind of tradition. It's how things are done, how things were done. But a part of it is also, like I mentioned, the budget constraints. A lot of developers don't exactly have the cash flow to justify putting out an update on the console. So you might not be seeing the game exactly as it is for me. And that's not me trying to say that I think that that console's inferior, that PC is somehow better than console, because I don't think that. I think that, 1 second here. I don't think that PC is in any way better than console. I'm not going to be one of those elitist snob douchebags that tries to say PC master race. Some people just can't afford to buy a gaming computer. They are a bit more expensive, even on the lower end. They're still pretty pricey. I want to say the cheapest computer you can do that's going to be good is still going to be in the range of an Xbox. So for some people it's just like, well, I'm not super technically savvy and I don't want to spend an hour and a half figuring out how to get the game running, so I'm going to just go with the Xbox. And that's fine. That's all well and good. That lets you play your game and you're on your way. In my mind, it was kind of like I had been on console for ever and ever and ever, and I saw the expanded capabilities of the PC, like the more things it can do, the mods, the fact that back in college I was able to, you could like download a game and play it. Just the fact that you could do more things kind of made me want to become a PC gamer. And it's a bit daunting, actually, because I mean, you build a computer, it's not easy. You gotta put the parts together right. If you mess up and put something wrong, or you don't get a piece that's designed to go with the other pieces, you have to buy a new one. It's not easy. But the reward, of course, is very, very nice. You get better graphics, mod support, more updates. The list of pros is pretty high, but cons, obviously, complexity, cost, time, because you got to put the thing together and configure it and all that jazz. You're doing the panic room heist, huh? Panic room. Is that the one where you have to... I can't remember that one exactly. Is that the one where the loot's in the panic room and you just steal the whole room? I think that's the one. There's a lot of different heists that involve panic rooms. But if I remember correctly, the one that I would think you were most likely referring to is the one where you steal the whole entire panic room itself. Where you blow up the building and take the room with the hook. But I could be mistaken. James is walking around with that 50 cal sniper like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk around, carry this like it's, a toy, and just kind of fire it, pot shots. Never mind the fact that it would probably knock his ass to the ground every time he shot it. Although to be fair, I do that same, I run around with it and shoot it like it's a toy as well. So... some of those guns are pretty fucking heavy. Okay, we're gonna just... Not that I feel like I couldn't get the rest of the loot, I just kind of felt like I wanted to move on. Neato, I kind of wanted that one, actually. I don't know how it gave me a event mask, but I just got one that I hadn't gotten from Halloween that I kind of wanted, which is this alien mask. It's very frightening. Cool. Now I gotta buy another slot. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna actually like customize it, I just kinda wanna play with it. Play around with it and see. Now I need maybe this one. It's kind of like one the Venom. So it's kind of like Venom. That's kind of what I'm going for with this. I'm trying to pick stuff that will make it look like Venom. Oh man, that looks a lot like Venom, doesn't it? That looks a lot like Venom. I think we can do better though. Let's find something that might push this over the edge. It's not quite right. Let's see. Which one would it be better? This one just makes him look like Spawn. This one looks like Spawn. The only thing that's missing is the little red glowing eyes. Trying to get more of a Venom look. I guess that is kind of like Venom. Does Venom have a bunch of white shit on his face? I don't remember. Kind of look, to me it looks more like Spawn, but let's see what happens when we put a different material on there, just for funsies. Money! That looks weird. Green. Green skin, Spawn. Camouflage. Looks weird. Let's do cactus. Looks weird. Looks like a bug. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm done. Anywho, let us move on to the next heist in the list. So yeah, this, again, because you're on Xbox One, this might not look like what you see, because they updated this and changed how this all works. But they added this new storyline thing where it puts the heists in some kind of a sequential order, and just kind of has you go through and do these in sort of an order.
We're using a magnetic crane.
Oh crap. I think I
It's gonna
picked
be bumpy, so brace yourselves. Only one truck to deal with.
I picked
As soon as the doors open, hit
my
it hard.
stealth setup. Let me restart this file. I swear I just did this. Did I not just do the harbor? I swear I just did the harbor.
We're using a magnetic crane to drop
Okay,
a
so
little prison in
we'll
the path of
switch
an
to
innocent
this
convoy. A
loadout.
steel container of professional badasses. Hit the trucks and get the loot away. These
I'm
docks
gonna
have a
use
rich
the
history
grim
of heist, gentlemen.
shotguns
Be proud.
and the we'll go with the signature 40, because this isn't very difficult. So normal difficulty is basically like just I can walk around and do whatever I want, and it doesn't really matter because they're not very strong enemies.
Hit it hard.
I swear I just did this heist.
Get that open and get whatever's in there. Defend the drill. Should be through in a
'Cause I got the stuff out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same one. Either that or it was a different heist. But like, it had to be the same one because I was there. And then I went through here and got on a boat right there. So I swear I'm doing the same one. But there's only one truck this time. My shotguns have their specific... Oh, yes they do. Yeah, I put a custom purple skin on these shotguns. Which is something you won't be able to do on Xbox One, sadly. They don't have, as far as I know, they don't have the custom skins available. But this is even more custom because I made this one. I have a mod equipped that lets me use my own custom-made skins that I made instead of having to buy them from the marketplace, which on Xbox One you probably don't even have a clue what I'm talking about. On PC, Steam has this marketplace where you can buy and sell in-game items. Like, Team Fortress 2 has hats. Dota, which is like strategy game, has stuff. Payday 2 has gun skins and like safes and drills and stuff. The gun skins you have to earn by getting a safe in the loot drop at the end of the mission. It does the little card thing where you pick a card and then there's something under it. Sometimes you get a safe on PC and then you can open it and it has a gun skin inside. That gun skin is randomly chosen and there's only a set number of like total skins. Not every gun in the game has a custom skin, and there's not really that many skins for each gun. Like that green on Chains' sniper rifle, that is a marketplace skin that I got. I paid like a couple of pennies for it. It wasn't really that expensive. But that's an official marketplace one that I purchased. I purchased it using stuff that I had myself. I sold those things and got some money from it, and then I used that money to buy the skins. I wouldn't actually pay any of my own money to buy stuff. I only use the money I get from selling my own shit. You probably hear that and you're like, man, I wish there was a marketplace on Xbox. And yeah, I feel like it probably would be good for console people to have a way to buy and sell in-game loot that they get. But that's exclusive to Steam on PC. I don't think there's any way that you can sell or trade anything on Xbox. Oops. Shit. Well, I just made this heist twice as long. Should have not picked that up. Because now I gotta do the train heist again, because I picked up the documents that lead to the train heist. So that was a mistake. Okay, well with that in mind, I'm gonna just pick up the loot that's here and the loot that I have and just leave. Oh, I think I have a custom gun skin for this pistol. I think it's got camo on it. I think that's the reason why I picked this pistol. This green camo skin is again a marketplace skin. My shotgun, my dual shotguns here, this purple, again, as I mentioned, is one that I made. The PC version, again, has a custom skin editor where you can download the files from the game and, like, tweak them to your liking. It's not at all intuitive or easy to do. It's actually quite complicated because the files don't really show the gun itself. They're just kind of squares with color on them in a certain pattern, and you kind of have to tweak the pattern to get the intended effect on the gun. It's a little hard to explain in any understandable detail, but basically the gist of it is the square that you have the square that you download to edit is showing where, like, it's a map of what kinds of materials the gun has. Like, the shiny part of the gun is one part of the square, the dull part of the gun is one part of the square, and then, like, there's a part of the square that's reflections. Like, when I move the gun back and forth, the way the light reflects off of it, that's gonna have its own section. And it's just all that stuff is on a square. And then they take that square and they run it in the game code and apply it to the model. But it's, like I said, it's hard to kind of adjust the image, the square image, to get a gun color, because, you know, you're not looking at a gun and you can't see the changes being made in real time. So it's hard to tell what exactly you're doing. So the process of tweaking the gun skin via that square is kind of a trial and error process. It can take quite a while. I did spend a couple of hours with it to get my purple, and I watched a YouTube video that shows you how to do it. It kind of explained in detail what each parts of the square were supposed to do and what kind of recommendations were for colors and, like, how to actually edit the thing. It uses a whole other square entirely to actually put graphics on the gun, like picture files, which I'll give you an example of here in a second. Okay, so if we load up this Contractor 308, I go to Edit Skin. Okay, so I can't really, like, move the gun around or zoom in on it because I'm using the controller, and the controller for some reason does not let me move this. If I was using the mouse, I could kind of move it around and zoom in, but there's a Nyan cat on the scope and a drawing that my art buddy made on the part just above the magazine. The game considers those stickers, and there's a whole nother square that you can edit for those stickers. But it takes that and the one that I mentioned earlier with the colors that are in certain order patterns to dictate what the actual gun itself looks like. And the way I achieved this rainbow effect on here is I took one part of the square has a line for what they call a specular map, which is kind of a technical term for graphic stuff, but it's basically all you need to know is that it dictates the light reflection. And so I did a rainbow pattern from top to bottom, and that created this rainbowy shiny effect that you see here. But again, that is all PC stuff. Unfortunately, you can't do that on Xbox because you can't get access to the files. It's all crammed on the disc, so you can't really edit any of that stuff. But yeah, if you ever do upgrade to PC, you will have a lot of extra fun toys to play with. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for now, I guess, because I'm not particularly fond of those heists. I kind of have done Mall Crasher and 4 stores, like, more than any other heists in this game. I suppose I could do a heist that I haven't done yet on Overkill. Congrats on beating Panic Room Heist. That one is not too bad until you get to the end, but then, like, the part that sucks about that one is, if it's the one I'm thinking of, let me check here and see if I can find it. I think the one that you're talking about is this one. If this is the one you're talking about, yeah, it gets pretty hard at the end because you have to go up on the roof and there's no cover up there. So you're kind of just like shooting a million dudes, trying not to die. That can be kind of hard. But, yeah. That's Payday for today. I think next stream I do is probably going to be more BioShock. I kind of did a diversion to Payday because I was feeling like it. I got wrapped up in the story mode, or storyline rather. But I think I'll probably go back to BioShock next time I stream, so hope you guys enjoyed this brief distraction. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. So thank y'all for joining. Hope you had fun. Hope you guys enjoy Payday 2. It's a good game. I recommend it highly. If you haven't purchased it or haven't played it before, definitely. I think there is actually on Steam. Fairly certain you can download a demo of it. Let me see here. Just want to check this because I don't want to give out information that's wrong. I want to be an informed streamer. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, download PC demo. So yeah, you can play the demo of Payday 2 if you've never tried it before. Just go to the store page on Steam, and there should be a button on the side just below is this game relevant. There's going to be a thing that says recommended by friends or people in your friends list own the game. There's a button that says download PC demo, and you can try. I don't know if it's time based or if it's like a limited number of missions or what, but definitely fun game, definitely enjoyable. If you like shooting guns, realistic ones, and doing missions to get money and, like, you know, survive cop assaults, then definitely get a copy of Payday 2. And they're doing a full, like, they're making the entire game playable in VR, which is really, I'm watching the trailer for it right now actually, and it looks so good. If I had an Oculus Rift or a Vive, I would totally get this thing. But, again, thank y'all for joining. Hope you guys had a good time. And I will see you guys next stream. Thank you, and have a good night.